Hey, world. I'm trying to psych myself up to go into the grocery store. One of my favorite errands, just kidding, least favorite errands is running into the store. I'll do dishes all day long, I'll fold laundry, I'll vacuum, but going to the supermarket requires decision making quickly and requires a lot of mental fatigue, fatiguing percentage calculations, especially when you live on a budget like myself. Always trying to make sure that I have the money to pay for whatever it is I'm picking up at the store, and it can be exhausting. I'll spend sometimes up to 2 hours inside, and I've seen some of the employees more than once, if not 3 or 4 times around the store as I'm carefully calculating how much money I'm about to spend on the groceries that I'm buying. Cash lifestyle isn't for everyone, but so far, so good. And in an economy like this, with who knows what's about to happen, I feel a sense of relief a little bit from having already put out a bunch of fires, hypothetical fires, when it comes to credit card debt payoff, student loan debt payoff, etc. I've been there, I've done that. I've worked through a lot of it. I'm not totally done paying it all off, but I'm getting really close. And I feel, had I not adopted a cash lifestyle April of 2018, which is during my first round of Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, also referred to or referenced as FPU, Financial Peace University. Had I not adopted the cash lifestyle back then and started working through all of this chaos with catching up on unpaid bills and just expenses coming from here and there and everywhere and all that stuff, I feel that I would be panicking right now. And for quite some time, for quite some time, I have felt to be made. It wasn't if it was going to happen, it was really just a matter of when. And it may not be happening right now, but all I can say is gas prices have dropped significantly to an affordable range. Affordable, it's a good $1 per gallon for unleaded, at least here in Phoenix and Scottsdale, Arizona. Gas prices, I'm about to go see if food prices have dropped. I doubt, of all things, food would be the one that would drop. If anything, food would increase the price because it's in high demand, especially with all of the people working from home now. There's not, restaurants are closed, employee cafeterias aren't available, break rooms, all of that stuff is not there. So we're all responsible for ourselves and feeding ourselves and our family and taking care of our kids all at the same time as surviving this pandemic and socially distancing ourselves and remaining calm as much as possible. Yeah, so I'm not sure where I was going with that, but that's okay. That's pretty much Jessica Kirsh right there, pinned up with a little bow on it, or a little bow tie. How's it look? So here I go. I have a list of groceries that I need, and I like to prepare a list before I go inside so I don't, what's the easiest way to explain this? So I don't feel what I call options paralysis. Options paralysis I'm not sure if it's a thing, but in my head, options paralysis is you walk into the cereal aisle and you look straight ahead, and on both sides, both my right and my left peripheral vision, all I can see all the way down the row is cereal boxes. That to me is totally overwhelming. I would rather have 5 choices and I can pick one. No offense to anybody that likes a bunch of different kinds of cereal. I also enjoy a bunch of different kinds of cereal. However, when I go to the store and I'm presented with it all at once, it makes me sometimes just want to crawl into my cart and take some deep breaths and just assess how many different levels there are in the store of cereal. So I typically just go to my, it's getting cold. I am standing at my car right now, so I wasn't sure how much of an intro I would do to this video, but I guess I have a lot on my brain before I go inside, so thanks for witnessing me word vomit, spew, bleh, my thoughts and feelings about what's going on right now. I can tell you this, there's that arm. It's really not cold, it's just desert cold. Sun goes away, temperature drops, there's no humidity, or there's low humidity, so it doesn't feel as warm as if there is. And I'm someone who gets cold very easily, and I stay cold, at least in my hands and my nose and my feet. Side tangents all over the place, I realize. I'm really trying to psych myself up to go inside. I'm already kind of a germaphobe. I was already the person who was cleaning the handles of the shopping cart before I would go in, before this whole pandemic arose. And that started probably a year or 2 years ago when I was sick. What I thought was sick, it could have very well been allergies on top of sick. But I got sick, I got better, I got sick, I got better, and then I just kept doing that. And then finally I just didn't get better. And after, however many appointments with my general practitioner, trying to take out, sorry for the contrast, thank you everybody for joining, by the way. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Thank you for taking this coronavirus lockdown time to come with me on this journey. After so many times of visiting the doctor, and I finally asked, how do I protect myself from getting sick so much? And I'll never forget, it was a nurse practitioner at my general practitioner's office. She said, it's on the shopping carts. It's most likely on the shopping carts or the baskets at the grocery store. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, when you go to the store, you're, it's handsy. You're really handsy. And she didn't say that, but I'm interpreting it with my Jessica voice about what I think she said. And then I told my mom this, right? And my mom and I like to dig deeper into everything. So my mom goes, yeah, think about it. When a child stays home sick from school, they can't be left alone, right, at home while the parent goes to the groceries, so they have to bring them to the store, right? So the child that's sick is sitting in the front compartment where your hands are about to go, right? Sneezing and coughing and dripping, and think about just the germs in general that are carried in, I don't know, on a woman's purse. Think about that. My purse. I try not to set it on the ground, but sometimes I just set it on the ground. It's just, it blew my mind. Anyways, okay, I'm already 9 minutes in, I haven't even walked in, so let's knock this out as fast as we can together. Got my list, color coordinated, kind of. And I've got my permanent markers. So I'm a visual person. Color coordination and making things pretty make them more fun, especially if they're brainless, not brainless, but kind of just mindless activities where my brain can just dance around in la la land while I'm doing them. If I don't enjoy an activity, I'll add as much flair and fun and color to it as possible. So that's why it looks like this. Plus, this is what my brain looks like on a normal basis anyways. We all know this. Okay, I'm gonna grab my permanent markers. I would tell you the time so I could time myself. Does anybody have a timer out there? I guess you can't comment, can you? I turned comments off. Okay. Hydrate. This is what I go through pretty much every time I go to the store. I breathe, and then I go in. Water is good. I hope everybody is, well, obviously staying healthy, but staying sane and staying occupied and possibly or hopefully enjoying things that you wouldn't necessarily get to experience given this forced lockdown. And that includes everybody all over the world. I hope everybody is partaking in things that a full-time position outside of the home and the commute, the travel to and from work, and then the pickup of the children. If you have children, I don't, but if you have to pick up a child at daycare and drop them off in the morning, that's a lot of your day, right? So, I'm gonna turn it this way because the sunset is beautiful. Hold on. I hope everybody is enjoying. Finish my water. Sorry, Eliza Schlesinger, who I know hates plastic water bottles. Sunset's pretty. Same with over here. Okay. Let's do this. I know I can order it online and just pick it up in the store, but I, call me OCD, like to have the control over the pricing of what is punched in to, it's hard to explain, but for example, if you buy a donut in the donut section at Fry's, I learned that there are different prices of donuts, and if it's auto rung up for you, not auto, but a clerk scans it across for you, they type in, they move it really fast, type it in, and to no fault of their own, but depending on which code they type in for your donut, you typically could be paying, 99 cents versus like $1.59 for a more expensive donut. That's just a small example of things that I've learned over the years, and having gone back, because I keep receipts. I'm a small business owner, and I know the IRS now doesn't require the paper receipt, but I still do it old school, and I have all my receipts, and I have written on them exactly, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I learned going back and checking my receipts from just grocery store experiences that things were rung up differently than, different codes were punched in, or even apples. For example, apples. You walk into the store and there's, 10 different kinds of apples. There's Fuji, there's Gala, there's Honeycrisp, there's Red Delicious, there's green something, there's rainbows and unicorns, and depending on the apple code, barcode, which the clerks have memorized, right? And I'm not blaming clerks by any means. Over the course of years and years, at least the last 3 years, specifically because those are the receipts that I still have that the ink hasn't faded off of from grocery store shopping trips. Depending on the code that they type in is the price that will be paid. So I like to make sure that I'm typing in the proper code on my apples and the proper code on my donuts and stuff like that. And I suppose people could use that to their advantage, but that's not cool. I'm honest, oftentimes to a fault, my own fault. But that's neither here nor there, so let's do this. The coronavirus COVID-19 errand trip continues now. Thanks for watching. Here we go. Ooh, pretty sky. See that? Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. Join me. It's very quiet. I really do appreciate the quiet. Okay, here we go. Headed into Fry's. There's the pharmacy. Normally, it's hard. Gosh, look at that sunset. That's Arizona. Normally in this parking lot, I'm nervous because it's hard to get parking because there's so many people rushing, getting off work, rushing. We rush. Hi, are there wipes anywhere? Inside, okay. Getting some wipes. Oh yeah. There we go. Wink. Thank you. Grab this. Wiping it down. It's fun to sing to the camera.
Can I have one of those little...
Beep, 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 beep. I think I'm animated on a normal basis. Just wait until you see me at the grocery. Oh, and I don't think I'm gonna do it today because I just want to get in and out. But if you've ever shopped at Fry's grocery store, not to be confused with Fry's Electronics, there is a Scan Shop Go. Let's see. Yeah. That's what I normally use at the store because you can track your price by item and then know your total before you get to the end. Is that clean enough? Yeah. Here we go. Look at that sunset. That's beautiful. All right. Come along. Today, you're gonna get a nice view of my chin, so I hope you enjoy it. That's not gonna work, is it? Hello. Fabulous, thank you. I'll get there, I promise. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop this video and start a new one so I can have comments. I would love to know what the viewers are thinking and just kind of have a discussion while I go through this process. What do you guys think? Good? I'm gonna do that. So